Homeowners, do you know that insurance could be going up even if you've had the same carrier for years? Today I'm being joined by John Hanson. He's one of the owners of My Insurance Group. So John, what's going on in the industry right now?
Hey, Christine. So, I'm hoping that this year is going to be a little more stable than the last couple. Definitely was a very rocky 2023, 2024. So I'm hoping that we're still probably not going to see a super big diminish in 2025. I'm pretty sure there's still going to be rate increases, but not nearly like what we saw last year.
So one of the things I've heard this year, and you can tell me if this is true or not, is that if you've got any kind of issues that insurance companies are really backing off, like if there's limb overgrowth or any of that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. So one of the big sticking points for some insurance companies right now is the overhanging limbs on top of your roof. So a lot of times, and what I've seen recently is somebody will leave us to say $500 or $300 for the year on their home insurance and end up having to spend $3,000 trimming their trees.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, like, if somebody has their policy reviewed, can you kind of tell them what they'd be looking at, or if they would be? Because another thing, too, I've heard that inspectors are coming out even before you start to renew.
So almost every single admitted carrier in the state of Texas does a home inspection. So yes, you're right. And if there's something that they don't like in that home inspection, they will either set you up for a cancellation within 60 days or, if you're lucky, a non-renewal at the end of the year. But a lot of times what they'll do is if they see those overhanging limbs, they'll tell you, you have a month to fix this. And if you don't, there is no coverage anymore.
Oh, wow.
And the old policy that you did have is already canceled. So you have to go find another policy, or you have to spend the money on trimming those trees.
So what would you consider like the big, the big red flags?
So, yeah. So if someone calls us and they're one of our insureds at the moment, or even someone that currently has a policy that's not with our office, that's one of the questions. Is there any overhanging trees? What is your roof condition looking like? And I don't expect every homeowner to completely know exactly what their roof looks like, but they can definitely tell me how old their roof is. And if your roof is substantially older, it might behoove you just to stay where you're at, because that is a big quote unquote red flag for an insurance company. If you have, let's say, a 20-year-old roof, a lot of them are not going to provide replacement cost coverage for that.
Wow. So anything else that we should be kind of keeping an eye out for?
Yeah. So some companies really care about cracks in the driveway, cracks in the slab. If there's noticeable cracks on the perimeter of your house, I would walk your house. As a responsible homeowner, you should anyways periodically. But I would walk your house if you start noticing some cracks like that. That could be a foundation problem. That's not usually ever covered on home insurance, but a lot of home insurance companies won't take that risk either.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what, guys? If you are in the position, well, like we all probably are sometime this year, to renew and you want more information, just drop a question mark in the comments and John or I can get back to you. Or if you're looking at ideas about how to do some home improvement that's going to give you some good return on investment, I would love to talk with you about it. So take care.